Hello gamers and fellow budding game designers, Dominic here for episode 3 of Designer's Playbook. In this episode I'll be looking at the Xbox Live Arcade game, ilomilo. So let's get right into it.
ilomilo is a puzzle game where you are tasked with the challenge of reuniting the two best friends, Ilo and Milo. Being a puzzle game, ilomilo uses one of the first game design topics I'll be looking at, disproportionate feedback. This is a game design technique where you are hugely rewarded for achieving simple tasks. Applying this to the game, you'll see disproportionate feedback employed when Ilo and Milo reunite. The stars, music and happy dance are a huge reward for you taking that final step to have the two friends standing side by side. To give another example of disproportionate feedback at work, have a look at the final moments of the hugely popular puzzle game, Peggle. Disproportionate feedback is a form of positive reinforcement being used by the designers. Positive reinforcement in games is a huge topic which I plan to look at in further detail in future episodes, but for now, here's a quick overview of how it works. Positive reinforcement is the process whereby the presentation of stimulus, like a reward or payoff, after a behavior makes the behavior more likely to occur again. In ilomilo, the star-filled happy dance the duo perform is your reward for the behavior the game wants you to do again, which in this case is completing more levels. Moving beyond Ilo and Milo's actions, there is also clever logic in their very character design. ilomilo is a character-based game, and this allows for some very useful branding opportunities compared to object-based games like Bejeweled. Now before you say, hey, what's that got to do with game design, leave the selling to marketing, well, if you're the one who designed a game that doesn't actually appeal to anyone, not even the best marketing can help you. To give a more concrete example of what I am talking about, here is an article from gamesindustry.biz. Michael Smith, CEO of Mind Candy, states that games make millions, but brands can make billions. Creating a brand does not mean making coffee cups and t-shirts, but a universe that people enjoy exploring further. Things like books, comics, collectibles, movies, and dedicated conventions are perfect examples of this. Having memorable characters or a unique game style is often the key underpinning feature of this approach. ilomilo does this with its colorful yet unusual world, and the very look of the friendly duo. If you can create an interesting universe, some fans will even choose to remember it permanently. While it's easy to say you might not care about building a multimedia brand, it's those that are being designed with this notion in mind that are leading the pack on the sales charts. Plus, without money, it's very hard to make games when you can't afford food or power for your computer. While memorable characters can play a key role in helping a game stand out from the crowd, so too can memorable music. Many of gaming's biggest franchises have memorable melodies. This does not mean that a game must have one, but it does have its benefits. A melody is usually a part of the song that you'll remember the most, and it's the part of the song that will often get you moving with the music or bring related memories or emotions flooding back. A melody is important because it is the central theme a song is built around. Like most creative pursuits, there are no guaranteed rules for making memorable music, but one element that many agree on is that repetition plays a key role. Here is a quick example of repetition in a theme song so popular that it does not need an introduction. Within the first 30 seconds of the Mario theme, there is noticeable repetition, yet most of us would say it's one of the most iconic pieces of game music ever created. The theme repeats phrases of notes almost every 5 seconds, thus helping your brain learn it very quickly. Repetition in melodies is something we actually expect to hear. It's a subconscious desire. Expectancy and fulfillment play a vital role in memorability. Phrase-by-phrase repetition occurs less in the ilomilo theme, but it does use repetition in a different way. Notice how most of the songs are 1 to 2 minutes long. The effect of this is that you will likely hear a song multiple times before the end of each puzzle, particularly in later levels. This is repetition on a larger scale, and of course the music needs to be enjoyable, but this is arguably the case in ilomilo. Designing a game with memorable characters and music means the game has a real chance of staying in your thoughts long after you've stopped playing. With the release calendar for big budget games looking more crowded than ever, games need to be memorable if they hope to turn a profit. I realize this may sound like business theory more than game design theory, but the games industry is a mixture of both. The key to it all is finding the right balance.
That brings me to the end of this episode of Designer's Playbook. I hope you enjoyed the new and improved visual style, and as always, please leave your comments in the section below because I do read them and they're muchly appreciated. I'll be back next month. Thanks for watching.